At the start of this year, we launched our digital detox campaign called #LookUp. After statistics revealed we look at our smartphones every 12 minutes. I think I look at mine actually more than that. We've had a massive reaction actually from all of you. So many of you have been in touch, as you can see, and now we set 2 of our viewers a challenge. Charlotte Doody, who was receiving up to 400 WhatsApp notifications a week, and her husband Stephen, well, he'd had enough, really. So could she live with just a simple Nokia phone for 24 hours? And dentist Amarinder was so addicted to his smartphone, he slept with it. Yeah. Could he give it up for a week? Well, let's see how they got on.
So my screen time per day can be 6 hours a day. On weeks where it's probably at its worst is 42 hours a week.
3 times 7 is 21 hours. So nearly a day in a week. Okay, that's... You know, when you put it like that, it's actually really, really bad. First thing I do before I wake up, last thing I do. It's literally my life.
I've got, I think, 36,000 photos on my phone.
So I had a little conversation with Lorraine and Dr Hilary.
But Amarinder, the real challenge for you today is I want you to come off your phone for a week.
I just got a hot flush. My first initial thought was like, no, I can't do this.
I've kind of agreed to having the, like a phone that just texts and calls for 48 hours.
So this is the worst thing in the world. It's a basic phone or text message phone. And there's no emoji, so when I get a text message, it comes up as little squares as well. All the fun has gone, so just, no, I can't stand this.
So it's the end of the first day without my phone. There's definitely that feeling of, have I missed anything important?
Guys, I'm going to the gym now, and normally my workout plan is on my phone, but I've had to go up and actually print it out and take a pencil and paper with me to the gym, so I'm looking forward to that.
So I'm just back from the school run. Usually I would definitely have had a little look online by now, but weirdly I'm not missing that.
I'm just in the kitchen with Mum cooking, and normally I get stressed like taking photos and videos of every stage we do, but now we're just literally enjoying cooking with each other, not stressing and being in the moment, which we really, really liked.
How are you feeling without your phone?
Missing lots of photos.
I've had so much more sleep and I've got so much more done, but I want my phone back now. I really want my phone back.
It's given me food for thought about how often I pick up my phone and where I keep my phone. So yeah, it's been really interesting.
Well, Amarinder, Charlotte and her husband Stephen are with me now, along with Dr Hilary. So, Amarinder, how hard was it, really?
At the start,
Yeah.
it was really, really hard. Towards the middle, it was okay, but towards the end, I needed my phone back.
Did you? Was it starting? You starting to get sort of like, I need it now.
I missed everyone. No one messages or calls, and my friends started hanging up on me because I was calling them so much now as well. As I was like, no, I started missing them so much.
But on the other side, there were benefits, weren't there? I mean, you were talking there about you and your mum chatting away, you know, you were cooking, having breakfast.
So many benefits. So
Yeah.
I didn't realise how much time I wasted on my phone. So every morning I had 15, 20 minutes spare.
Right.
So since the detox started, I had time in the morning to actually cook a hot breakfast and sit down with my mum.
Right.
And my mum said, we've never done this, because I'm the worst person in the morning, grab my keys, grab a cereal bar, go out the house, but I actually sat down every day this week.
Wow. So did you feel you had more time for you and more time for other people?
So much more
Yeah.
time. You'd be surprised how much time you're literally wasting looking down at your phone. It's really scary, and it does upset you a little bit as well, that you're missing so many nice moments and conversations.
But at the same time, it's actually quite nice to look up.
It is so nice to look up. I was on the underground. I just had a little look up. About 12 out of 15 people were looking down on their phone. I could have met the love of my life by now.
You could have.
Yeah.
You could have,
I
but
know.
you've got your head down on
Yeah,
your
they got
phone.
their head down. It's like, look at me, do you know what I mean?
I know.
They got their head down.
And nobody's looking at you, nobody's having
No.
conversations, more conversations.
Yes.
Charlotte, did you find that? Did you find that was a benefit? You had more time to spare?
Definitely more
Yeah.
time and more phone conversations, like, because it's so difficult texting with this thing, so I found that I just phone people
Right.
instead.
'Cause nobody does that now.
No, exactly, you never. And
Yeah.
people would pick up and sort of say, oh, you're right, you okay? Because
Yeah,
I
what's
didn't know
happened?
there was
What's
an
wrong?
emergency.
What's wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no, the time, and for me it was the time in the evenings. Not having it with me in the evenings, I just found that, one, I was more productive, but also I relaxed more and we went to bed earlier, and I felt a positive benefit of not
that's really
having it in the
good.
evening.
So, Stephen, did you feel as if you got her back? A little bit.
I think it was hilarious watching her get used to the phone again. It's amazing how quickly you lose a skill. You get a phone with 15 buttons on it and you can't send any messages.
That's true.
So the weekend was a bit different. I probably noticed a difference most on Monday because when I went to work, I normally get messages from Charlotte about what's going on during the day.
Right.
I get home in the evening, we had a whole different conversation that evening because I had absolutely no idea what was
Because
happening.
you were
quite relayed.
You know, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
though, is it?
exactly.
That's
It's a...
You were saying, I mean, it was no emojis. You couldn't.
missed that.
Yes, it comes.
And
up
you
in
really
little
missed
squares.
that.
Yeah,
I did.
Half my conversations are emojis.
Yeah.
Literally, like everything. It makes it fun as well.
Okay.
I was getting messages with thumbs up emoji typed.
Smiley face
That's
emoji.
probably the only message I actually got on Monday from the various messages I sent to
Funny.
Charlotte.
But so there were benefits, but you're not ready to give up totally. I don't think we can.
No, you can't.
I don't think we can give up totally. In the world that we live in, it's not possible.
You manage your life on it. And
You
there's
do.
certain things, you know, having the access to your email. I know it's a double-edged sword, but I couldn't give it up.
You've got to get that balance of what's
But
like
Hilary-
productive, what's addictive.
Exactly.
It's kind of-
We can
Yeah.
bring it
Reduce.
down a bit,
Yeah.
can't we?
And we've heard about many of the benefits in
Yeah.
reducing our uses. So
know.
these text addicts have done pretty well, I think.
Yes.
They've got their lives back, and so I think they deserve to get their old phones back.
Are they
having
getting out of
learned
jail?
what they've got to do. So
jail.
help yourself to your phones.
Is it happy? Are you happy?
Give it a
Ta-da!
kiss, give it a cuddle.
Reunited.
But, you know, we started this conversation with talking about the postural problems, you know, looking down
Yes.
and what it does to your neck and hunching your shoulders, and the fact that physios are seeing far more people today because they're looking down so much.
Yeah.
We want to get people to look up. So there are 5 simple things people can do. First of all, get rid of the push notifications that you don't need. So
OK.
you don't need Instagram likes all the time. You don't need to listen to the next podcast. Get rid of that and focus on the moment, as you said. Focus
Yeah,
on the
live in the
moment that you're in
moment, sure.
now. Second thing you can do is set alarms on your phone. So today, go 15 minutes without any notifications.
OK.
You know, tomorrow, 30 minutes, and build it up so that you get used to using your phone less. The third thing you can do, I think, is get rid of any apps on your screen, your home screen, that you don't need, because they're distractions. If you have to look for them, it makes it much harder to be distracted from focusing on what's really important right now. Another thing you can do is take your phone out of the bedroom. Use an old... I know you didn't get on with an old
You
alarm.
didn't really like the alarm.
didn't like that.
I threw a pillow at it.
Yeah.
Did you?
Because it's an old school ring
Get a digital
alarm.
one.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh.
I bought a digital one.
But also, you're wearing a watch. Now, that's interesting because you were using your phone to tell the
Yeah.
time, weren't you? And then you get souped in.
That's
That's what I do.
Yeah, so for the past 5-6 days, I've worn a watch. Before, I took my phone out to check the time, then you get that notification, that notification, that notification.
And you're away down the rabbit hole of
Yeah,
there you
and
are.
someone asks you, oh,
Exactly.
what's the time? You get your phone out.
Exactly. Exactly. Stephen, have you found that this has been a useful experiment, though, for your family? And do you think that you keep the pressure on to sort of be less, you know, to be using the phone less and less?
Yeah, I think it's made us think a little bit more about how we discipline when we have the phone around, how close it is to you, because it's really close as well. You're tempted to pick it up, and sometimes it's how often you pick it up.
It's there,
If it
and I'm
was
picking up
10 feet
mindlessly.
away from you, you might not.
I think having it in a different room, having it upstairs when you're downstairs.
Like Hilary
Yeah,
says, to
definitely.
take it out,
Absolutely.
take it out of you. Because, of course, you've got kids.
Yeah.
And they're going to look to you.
Oh, totally.
And they're going to take their behaviour from you as well, aren't
They missed me not having my phone because they put music on in the car through my phone. And that did make me think, you know.
Interesting. But we can do it, Hilary, can't we? We can.
We talked about relationships with people rather than phones.
Yes.
I still believe in that.
Eye contact at all times.
Exactly.
And you will meet the love of your life. I mean, come on, you can't.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, now that I've got my
absolutely.
good old watch.
Yes.
I'll be looking at my watch.
It's so good to see you. Thank you for being such good sports, every one of you. I really appreciate that. 'Cause I know how tough it was, because I don't think I could do it. But thank you very much indeed.